And then so you were in California.
I was in California.
Kind of wallowing around.
Yeah, and so my mom had moved back to Iowa. She grew up in Iowa. I'd never lived there before, but that's where she grew up, moved to Dallas, and then moved back to Iowa where her parents were. Her dad was getting older, so she went back to really take care of him. And she got saved at a church, starts praying for me, and she's telling me this, but I have no concept of what that means. Whatever, you're talking to this guy in the sky. That's great, Mom.
That's cute.
Yeah, right.
Was that really helping me?
Yeah, what does that have to do with me? I don't even understand what you're saying, really. But she keeps saying this and telling me about her friends at church. And, it's great. I wasn't anti-religion or God even, but it just wasn't for me. That's good for you, Mom, and that's cool. But as I kept getting worse and worse and worse, I got my first DUI in California in 2003. And I was supposed to go with the girl I was living with at that time. I was supposed to go to Hawaii with her, and all of our friends were going down for her birthday. And it was 3 days before the trip to Hawaii. I got this DUI. They took my license. I couldn't get an ID, and so everybody left, and I stayed in San Diego in Ocean Beach alone, and just started drinking like crazy. I would drink crazy, but that just put me over the edge.
Right.
One of my other buddies came over that didn't go with him. He said, Porter, something's got to change. You're gonna. I've never seen anybody drink like this. You're gonna kill yourself just from drinking. You need to do something. And thank God he was there. The guy, which is crazy now, because I'm telling this guy the same thing now in his life, because it's
wow,
kind of
full
a
circle.
weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but. So I called my mom. I don't even really remember calling her, and I said, Mom, I got to get out of here. I can't do this anymore. And she had no idea how far I'd gone. She knew I drank, but she had no idea how far I'd gone. And she said, well, I'll get you on a plane. I said, Mom, I can't even get on a plane. It's not going to happen. So her and her sister flew into San Diego, took me to the hospital, and then they drove me back to Iowa to a rehab place, a 30-day, intensive on-site rehab. And that was the first time in probably 15 years where I didn't go, multiple days without drinking or smoking weed, at least for sure.
Right.
Probably even close to 20 years. And so I kind of start to see the light. Kind of my head starts to clear a little bit. I'm still thinking about drinking, still thinking I can handle this, still thinking these guys are just way further along than I am. But started going to church with my mom during that time, just on Sundays, just to be able to get out of the rehab. You could leave. That's about the only time you could leave. So Sunday morning, I said, yeah, I'll go to church. But it just was so weird, and man, the people were way too happy for me, and I didn't understand what was going on. So it was, but I knew it was real, even though I couldn't put my finger on it. I knew that these people were real and they were sincere. Like people would come up and ask me how I'm doing, and they really meant, how are you doing? And I never felt that before in my life.